man give his life for Yahweh Shai, Mashiach Christ, and fall up under that UPK banner, is my brother and my blood, and I will die and kill for him if necessary.
Definition? No, I don't know why I could have just told you the definition. Is the mic on? Come on. I got this. World runs on Duncan.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see them right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cause. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, the robber link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys, eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaican, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, died for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, died for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power, rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, homicide ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment. Something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long, that ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my.
Shalom, Israel. We go to Isupkbmore, start out of 1 West, 125th Street, under commanding General Yohanan. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group at all. You understand? We out here telling our people the truth.
That's right.
You understand? We're not going off of emotions. You know what I mean? We're going to tell you everything that comes out of this book. We're going to break it down for you. And if we can't break it down ourselves, the men above us will help us, you know what I mean, to make sure that you get exactly what it is that you need. You understand? We're not rogue Israelites. We're not out here, you know what I mean? You might find one over here and another over there, and they talking about, you know what I mean, they got the word, and you know what I mean, they gonna make it to heaven, and you know what I mean, all this. Like, nah, man, we understand that the Most High deals with one man. And that one man is Commander General Yohanan. You understand? Today I want to break. Like, I want to go in and continue destroying Babylon, this whore, America. You understand? The doctrine that has our people asleep. You understand? Like we can't seem to understand that or believe that we're asleep. Like we're under a heavy sleep. You understand? We're drunk. Like we're drunk with the doctrine of America. You understand? Like whatever America says do, we do. Like we definitely give the white man exactly what it is that he wants. And he wants to be the Most High. You understand? And we give him that honor. Like you might not know it. You really don't understand it, that you're worshiping the oppressor. You don't feel like you're doing it, but you're doing it, man. You're worshiping the oppressor. Everything that you do, I guarantee you, if it's something that you're doing that's outside of this Bible, I guarantee you could look up the history of it, and you'll find that there's some type of disgusting worshiping in it. You understand? Like we gotta stop being the children and be the adults. And you gotta understand, like once you're a child, you gotta be taught. You don't know no better, so once you can be taught by anybody, you'll believe anything. But they say, you know what I mean, stand for something to fall for everything. You understand? Like we gotta stop falling for it. Israel, we gotta stop falling for it. You understand? Like we gotta realize that we're a powerful people. We have a mighty power that's over top of us. That power, that God that, you know what I mean, you say, oh my God, and you know what I mean, that you feel like you call to, you pray to when something goes wrong. When you watch movies and you can see, you know what I mean, all these heathens be like, oh God, you know what I mean, help me God, please, or whatever. You know what I mean, that God that they're praying to, that's your power. That's your God. You understand? Not their God. That's your God. And we gotta get that power back, man. You understand? But I want to get into the story real fast before we even get into it. And once again, we got the phone lines. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. Like if you want to call in, man. What's the number, sir?
The number is 720-835-5244. And then you want to put in your participant number, which is 61189. pound sign.
And we got that going. That's going down the screen. Like that's down the bottom of the screen, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, then you go like you can chime in, man. You know what I mean? Because this story about to break out, man. Like this a heartbroken. This is a hard one right here, man. Like it's terrible what happened. You understand? Can you get that first story for me? Kawan. What's that? The sister. It was Brianna. Her name Salaya.
What the story
name? It's It should be. Hold on one second. Let me It's man. I scrolled up too much. All right. It should be 26-year-old woman killed by the police. Sister named Brianna Taylor. I guess even if you want to just type that in, it should be one of them. It should be one of them windows up there. What's that? One of them tabs up there. I put it in.
Wait a minute.
I think it's like it should be the first one I put in there. Right. That's right. It's actually the video. We can just play the video. Of course, it's not showing the murder of this young sister, but it's a disgusting, terrible story, man.
God, are you ready?
Yeah, you can go ahead, man.
Demanding answers today in the death of a frontline healthcare worker who was killed during a police raid 2 months ago today. Breonna Taylor's family is suing 3 Louisville police officers after the 26-year-old woman was shot and killed in her apartment. Now, officials say this incident back in March was tied to a drug investigation where police were searching for someone else. As our national correspondent Eureka Duncan reports, Taylor's mother claims gross negligence took her daughter's life.
Brianna loved life, and she loved to help people, and she loved her family. She didn't deserve what they did to her.
Tamika Palmer is Breonna Taylor's mother. The 26-year-old was an EMT working in emergency rooms at 2 hospitals and helping respond to the coronavirus outbreak.
I was more concerned with her washing her hands than dying at home.
But just after midnight on March 13th, police shot Taylor at least 8 times, killing her in the apartment she shared with her boyfriend, Kenneth Walker.
Officers knocked on the door several times and announced their presence as police who were there with a search warrant. The officers forced entry into the exterior door and were immediately met by gunfire.
Louisville Metro Police say the officers were part of a narcotics investigation and opened fire after Walker shot first. They're now on administrative reassignment pending the results of an internal investigation. The lawsuit against the officers claims the suspect they were searching for was already in custody. Taylor's family alleges the officers wearing plain clothes did not identify themselves, and that Walker, a registered gun owner, was shooting at men he believed were breaking in. Walker is now charged with first-degree assault and attempted murder of a police officer.
They thought they were being burglarized. Does the Second Amendment not apply to African Americans?
Attorney Ben Crump joined Breonna Taylor's case this week. He is also representing the family of Ahmaud Arbery, who was shot dead in February while on a run in his Georgia neighborhood.
This was a completely unnecessary and justifiable killing of an innocent woman.
For CBS This Morning, Eureka Duncan.
Your heart goes out to that family. They're looking for answers as to how their daughter was killed, and we hope they get them.
We can kill that. That's the
Kentucky family is demanding answers.
What's so, you know what I mean? Like, what's the most terrible, like, the most disgusting part about it is that the sister, she working hard, like, she essentially working, like, she's working at 2 different hospitals. She putting in work at 2 different hospitals. Her mother said, I'm worried about her washing her hands, man. I didn't think that she was gonna be gunned down in her own apartment. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's terrible because the officers, the brother guy, you know what I mean? They bust in the house, and the brother, you know what I mean? He can legally, you know what I mean, have a firearm. So he shot at the, you know what I mean? Somebody breaking in. They weren't even uniformed police officers. They came in there in regular clothes. They bust in there with regular clothes, shot this sister. This brother, you know what I mean, didn't decide, okay, it sound like a break-in. So he get down there and he get to shooting because they broke in his house. They broke in his house, in his home where he's standing at. And now he's being charged from attempted murder. That's how disgusting America is, man. Like, that's how disgusting this is. Like, this boy, like this young man is getting a murder charge, attempted murder charge, for thinking he's supposed, like, for doing what he's supposed to do, protect his woman. At least he thought that, you know what I mean, that's what he was doing before she was dead. You understand? Before they shot her dead, he shared gunshots. You know what I mean? His mind is going, okay, I gotta protect everybody in this house. That's what I'm gonna do. And he gets a murder charge. They killed this young lady, man. Like, her mother, like, that's so heartbreaking to hear. Her mother say, I was worried about her washing her hands. Like, you can think about the phone, like the conversation they had on the phone, just all the time. Just make sure you washing your hands. Don't be, you know what I mean? Be careful out there. I know you want to help. I know you're doing right. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you be safe. You know what I'm saying? Now, one time she thought to say, you know what I mean? Hey, baby, look, did you wash your hands? All right, did you put your bulletproof vest on while you sitting in your living room? Did you do that? Make sure you put your bulletproof vest on, because at any time you could be murdered. You understand? But then you got your gun on you. Make sure you got the gun in your lap. You understand? Like, she got that in Black Panther, one of the party, you know what I mean, Black Panther party members or something. Like, she got to sit in there, like, with protection in her hand. This is what it's come to, man. Like, this is what it's come to. And we thinking that we can we can protest and we can get upset and we can do hashtags and all this other stuff. We thinking that's what's going to do it. Like, we thinking that's what's going to get this evil bastard to decide that, dang, you know what? We should stop killing them. At least if we do kill them, we should punish those that did it. These police officers, they been put on leave. They getting put on leave, or they getting transferred. You understand? No murder charge because they're police officers. But the young brother got a murder charge, but they just get reassigned, and they still free for him protecting himself. You can't even protect yourself in this world, black man. You thinking that we thinking that we can do that you thinking that you can be a law-abiding citizen and you're okay. Like, you think that, you know what, I don't do nothing. I go to work, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no felonies, no misdemeanors. Like, I'm out here doing what I'm supposed to do. You understand? I'm gonna do right. I'm gonna legally carry. You understand? Like, I to protect my home. I don't speed. My traffic, you know what I mean? My traffic record is good. My driver record is good. All of that stuff. You thinking that you abiding by the oppressor's rules. You doing everything. You do all of that. They get killed. They get gunned down like a you know what I mean? Like, you on the streets. Like, you get gunned down like a street dude. You understand? Like, they getting gunned. This sister got gunned down like, goddamn, what's his name? Oh man, what's the Black Panther name? The young brother, got killed in his house.
Huey.
Not Huey Newton, the other one. Hampton. Dang, I don't know how that slipped my mind. Oh man, the young brother, he got killed in his house. He was real. He had a lot of zeal. He was young. You know what I mean? And they needed him dead. Like, they felt like they needed him dead because, you know what I mean, how powerful his voice was. You understand? He was a young cat. It's Hampton. Fred Hampton. I got it. Fred Hampton, man. Fred Hampton. This sister got killed like Fred Hampton, man. He ain't even get a chance to grab you know what I mean, any of his guns. They killed him in the bedroom, man. You understand? They assassinated him. They assassinated this young sister. And she doing what she's doing, she's protecting people. Like, she's putting in hella work to make sure that people are okay. You understand? Working at like, Like it's like that can be your mother, that could be your sister, that could be my mother. You know what I'm saying? My mother work in the hospital. That could be my father. Like, you know what I mean? That could be any of our family members. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's to the point where though they shut down the cities. So you get off work and you go home. So you know what I mean? A lot of times, you know what I mean? A lot of sisters, they probably feeling better because he coming straight home. He ain't running the streets. You know what I mean? He feeling like they feel a little more comfortable. Yeah, at least I know he's safe. No, the hell he not, sister. Brothers, he's not. Yeah, we're not safe out here. Like these devils gonna destroy us at all costs. They killed this beautiful young sister in her house, man. And then when her man came down to do what was right, he got charged with murder. That's the white man for you, man. That's America for you. You understand? Like it's disgusting. And like I said, we gotta get into this Bible. That's the only way we're gonna get help. And I wanna let me get Luke chapter 18. So Pat we can start at the top. We can start at the top. You understand? Like this parable right here. This is like because a lot of when you go to the Christian churches, they'll tell you, you know what I mean, let's pray. You understand? Like let's pray for the families. You understand? Let's pray for the, you know what I mean, for the young sister. Let's pray for our people that's out here now. Like, you know what I mean, they'll tell you, let's pray, let's make sure all this is right. But you ain't putting no power behind your prayer. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and let me just get into this because I'm gonna go ahead and give it all away if we could. So we can start from verse 1.
God. In the book of Luke, chapter 18 and verse 1, and he spake a parable unto them.
And who spoke this parable? This is Yahushua, which y'all, you know, when y'all call Jesus Christ. You understand? This is who's speaking this parable. Go ahead, sir.
Come. To this end, that man ought always to pray and not to faint.
You understand? He's pretty much telling like, yo, pray. If you like, make sure you praying. Make sure you praying. Don't just be like, oh my God, I can't take this. Like, what else I'm gonna do? Let me get, you know what I mean? Like, what else can I do? I get, you know what I mean? Nah, man. Make sure you pray, but you gotta know that you need to put power behind your prayer. Don't think that you can go out and sleep with a bunch of whores. Don't think you can, you know what I mean, you can flip a couple packs, you understand, and be a nice hustler, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean, be that dude that you know what I mean, you giving the kids, you buy kids snacks and stuff from the store. Don't think you're a good guy, you understand? Like, don't think that's your prayers is gonna get answered, you understand? Put that power behind your prayer, man. Go ahead.
Verse 2, saying, there was in a city a judge, which feared not God, neither regarded man.
You understand? He didn't fear God at all. He didn't give a damn. Like, he didn't fear, like, you ain't, like, he probably one of them dudes like, yo, y'all still believing in some God? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like polite or something. One of them conscious community dudes. And so, you know what I mean? He was, yo, really, like, we still believing in God. Like, he ain't fear God at all. He ain't give a damn about men, period. Like, he ain't care about men. Like, he was a dude that was all about himself. You understand? Go ahead.
The book of Luke 18 and verse 3. And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
So he's saying, you know what I mean? So this is a widow, a woman, her husband was murdered. You understand? So she's saying, you know what I mean? She went to him. Because this is a dude, you know what I mean? Like I guess, what, like, you know what I mean? He was in some type of power. Yeah, he was appointed some type of power. So she went to him. And you know what I mean? She's saying, avenge me. You understand? Like, avenge me on my adversary. You know what I mean? Like, avenge me. You understand? She going to him. Go ahead, sir.
And verse 4. And he would not for a while, but afterward he said within himself, I fear not the Most High, nor regard man.
You go. You can start at 5. Let's break that down together.
Verse 5. Yet because this widow troubleth me, I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming she weary me.
So he said, you know what I mean, for a while, he said, you know what I mean, he didn't care for a while. Like he kept turning her down. So she went to him countless times. She just kept going to him. Look, can you please, I need my adversaries, I need to be avenged from what happened to my husband. Can you please avenge me? Like, you know what I mean, I'm needing your help. So she's worrying, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? He said, yet because this widow troubled me, like she kept coming to him. She just kept, like he said, man, she killing me. Every time the damn phone rang. You understand? Every time. Hey, sir, it's that widow on line 3. She's like, yeah, yo, she calling again? Come on, man. Like, yo, she killing me, man. Like, do she, like, tell him I'm busy. Tell her I'm busy. I'll call her back. You know what I'm saying? So he just said, you know what I mean? And he don't regard no man. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? So he said, even though I don't fear no God or regard man. You understand? Because we stopped at 4. Oh, we stopped at 5. All right. He said, because this woman troubled me. You understand? Avenge her. He said, she got on my, like, she's getting on my nerves so much. Please go help her. Go, whatever the hell it is that she needs, go do that. Go help her. Because, like, that's how, like, she keep calling, I can't be in here alone. You understand? Like, this is a dude that don't care about nobody. He probably a married dude. He got, you know what I mean, all types of whores in his office. He probably getting disturbed. He like, yo, I can't even get it in with my whores because my phone keep ringing and it's this lady again. I gotta go home to the old lady and be with her. I don't have time to deal with my side ones because this lady just keep on blowing up my phone, asking me to avenge. Yo, help her. Go ahead, man. Go help her. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
John, you want to do verse 6?
Come on.
All right, Luke. The book of Luke 18 and verse 6. And the Lord said, hear what the unjust judge saith.
Hear what he said. This man is unjust. Go ahead, sir.
And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him? Come on now. Though he bear long with them?
Now he said, if this unjust man, if this dirty, disgusting sinner, if this man who don't give a damn about man, who don't give a damn about nothing, and he decides to hear this woman cry, do you really think that the Most High won't avenge his elect? You think that if, you know what I mean, if you following the Most High, if that mother is following the Most High, Regina, what's her name? Regina, what's her last name? Is it Bell?
You talking about the mother? Or
no, the daughter, the one that was murdered.
Just close the story.
Damn, I hate that I did that. Regina. You don't go over her first name until you find it. Do you think Regina's, if her mother is following the Most High, if she's keeping the laws? You ain't get it.
It says Breonna
Taylor. That's what I got it. It's a lot. Go out, son. Breonna Taylor. If her mother goes to the Most High, if her mother covers her head and pray to the Most High and ask him to please avenge her, you mean to tell me, like, you think that he's not going to do it? Like he said, for his elect, He said, for his elect, you think that he's not going to avenge you? If this man who don't give a damn about man, who don't give a damn about the Most High, who don't care about nothing but himself, if he can grant this woman just to, just to be able to give her the satisfaction of avenging her, you mean to tell me that he's saying that, yo, you gotta know that the Most High is gonna avenge you. He's gonna fight for you. If you're fighting that fight, if you've been pushed out by your family, you understand? If you gotta fight with your mother, fight with your father, fight with your brother, your homeboys, your homegirls that you've been tight with since y'all was young, since y'all was little. If you gotta fight with them because you fighting for the Most High, for His laws, you think He gonna fight for you? You understand? Like us going up to the, to the city building, or having a big, a tumult, which is just a bunch of people together. If for us deciding to come all together and march and make a bunch of noise, you think that's gonna do something? How long? How many years? How many years have we been marching? You understand? We've been marching for years and we still getting gunned down in our apartments. You understand? We still getting gunned, eating ice cream. And what we doing? We still be hugging and stroking the head of our murderers. Like they're murderers. You understand? Like we still loving them. We still loving them and giving them everything. You know what I mean? Like we're fighting. We're fighting so that you coming against the Isupkbmore to prove that heathens can make it to the kingdom. You understand? Like with everything that they done to us. Like I need for everybody to, go into your history books. Watch all these black movies, all these films about, Rosewood. You understand? Even watch Malcolm X. Like watch all these movies that show how life was before you got here, before you were who you were, and you're here now. See how life was. See, watch them slavery movies, man. See how life was. Read the books. You understand? Like read the books about how life was. What's the book? It's a real good one. We Were Once Her Property. That book right there tells the story about how white women treated us. You understand? How white women treated us. You understand? Like we got this story, we got this thing in our head. We feel like it wasn't the white women that was that bad, it was just the men. Man, the white women were even worse. Like they were even worse on us. You understand? Like because we were in the house with them. The kids were in the house with them. The daughters, the sons, like they in there playing with the other kids. And as soon as something go wrong, that's like imagine today, your kid, if we were still slaves today, your kid is in the room playing the game with one of the, the oppressive kids. And they playing a video game and your son get to beating them bad in the game. He gonna get pissed off and he gonna tell his mother. The father out working, he gonna tell his mother. His mother gonna come in there and she gonna break your fingers. She gonna break that little boy's fingers, man. That's how hard it was. That's how hard they were on us, man. Like, we gotta know the power that we have, man. And that power is not inside of, it's not in praying when you know you a sinner. It's not in marching. You understand? Like that power it's only in us. Like it's only in this book with the Most High giving us the strength that we need. That's where it's at, man. Like, you know what I mean? We gotta stop thinking that we gotta stop thinking that it'll get better. That's what we go wrong at, man. We keep thinking it'll get better. At some point it'll get better. It don't never get better, man. It don't never get better. As long as you're a heathen, it'll never get better. You understand? I mean, not as long as you still sinning, it won't get better. It'll get it like this right here, this story, man. It should be an eye. You know what I mean? This should be an eye opener. Like, it's so many stories that should have us like, yo, this is crazy. You understand? Like, it's so many stories that should have us like, yo, F America, man. But you still got dudes walking around with a goddamn American flag shirt. You know what I mean? Or a jacket or something. You know what I mean? Like, you walking around with that pride. You understand? Like, you loving it. Like, nah, man. Like, that's where we get destroyed at. You understand? Like, and we still celebrate all these holidays, man. Matter of fact, let me get into that Mother's Day joint, sir. Come on. Let me finish that. Shalom. Where we stopped at?
We're on verse 8.
Come on.
In the book of Luke 18 and verse 8, I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
You understand? He said, he will avenge you speedily, man. He will avenge you fast. You understand? You know what I'm saying? And once Yahweh shall come back, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you gonna know that he's fighting for you. You understand? Like that, you gonna know that. You gonna know where your power lies at, man. It ain't the white man. It's not the white man. The white man destroys your power. Everything that you do, everything that the white man tells you that you can do, is pretty much going against everything that the Most High tell you to do. Everything that Yahweh Shai is trying to get us to follow him, to making sure that we make it to the kingdom. You understand? Now, you know what I mean? Like, it's so many, you got all these shirts and sayings and quotes and all that, you know what I mean? What would Jesus do? Don't nobody give a damn what Jesus do, man. Be honest with yourself, man. You don't care what Jesus would do. You care what the white man tell you can do. You care about celebrating Christmas. You care about celebrating Thanksgiving. You understand? You care about celebrating all these holidays that, you know what I mean, that's in some way or form, some shape or form, it's a lot, is a worship of some type of God. Everything is a worship of some type of God. And some people see it and realize it and don't even give a damn. Some people like, once they find out the truth, this is the crazy thing. Like, all right, so the white man gave us all these holidays. If you want somebody to believe that it's some type of worship of something, you got to get a white man to tell them that. You can't tell them because you on the bottom. They look at you like, yo, you a dude on the bottom. Why would I believe you? Especially when it's so fun. When I've been having so much fun celebrating 4th of July and Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having so much fun doing all these things. When I'm having fun and celebrating my birthday, you understand? Like, nobody wants to hear that from you, man. Like, you just sound like a crazy person. You understand? We got more on that, sir? Let me say, where we at?
We moved to the story.
Yeah.
You want to move to the Mother's Day story?
Come on. We can get to that.
It don't look like a video, but a read.
No, it's not a video. I think a video might pop up, so you might gotta pause it when it come on. when I was doing it earlier, it kept the video kept popping up. I mean, it kept playing. So there's a video at the top of this joint, but we can just scroll down to the story though.
Okay. All right, Mother's Day 2020. Mother's Day is a holiday honoring motherhood that is observed in different forms throughout the world. In the United States, Mother's Day 2020 occurs on Sunday, May the 10th. The American incarnation of Mother's Day, as created by Anna Jarvis in 1908 and became an official U.S. holiday in 1914. Jarvis would later denounce the holidays commercialization.
We can jump down to the history of it anyway. That's cool. It's her just giving her little spiel on it, whatever. But this the meat right here.
The history of Mother's Day, okay. History of Mother's Day. Celebrations of mothers and motherhood can be traced back to the ancient Greeks and Romans.
Ancient Greeks and Romans. The ancient Greeks and Romans. You understand? That's homosexual land at its best. You understand? Ancient Greeks and Romans, man. You can find everything. Like they worship everything, man. The ancient Greeks and they worship everything, man. Like when you think, like when you start to do the research on them, on ancient Greek and like the Romans, like you should, whenever you hear that name, you should associate it with homosexuality. You understand? Like, 'cause that's what it's pretty much based on. If matter of fact, damn, I ain't even give you this. Before we get into it, because I want everybody to feel the disgust that they should feel. Let me get this to you real quick, sir. Alright, Slotty. I'm gonna grab this real quick. I'm gonna text it to you real fast. Alright, hold on 1 second. Slotty. Let me see. I think I got it in here. Hold on. Look it up real quick. The origins of the word gymnasium. This is a quick. I want to say sidebar, but not really. You could put in gymnasium, ancient Greek. You said put in gymnasium, ancient Greek. Just Google that. Gymnasium. You said it should come up in parentheses. Ancient Greece. I just texted to you too.
From Wikipedia?
Come on. Well, you said it should have just came up. This right here, like once you see it, you'll just like, this is one of those things where it's like, yo, damn. Like, yo, and this is, you know what I mean, again, from, you know what I mean, Ancient Greece. This is how they came up with it. You found it?
The gymnasium in ancient Greece functioned as a training facility for competitors in public games. It was also a place for socializing and engaging in intellectual pursuits. The name comes from the ancient Greek term gymnos, meaning naked.
Meaning naked. Go ahead, finish that.
Only adult males were allowed to use the gymnasia.
Man, come on now. Yo, the word gym, like you go to the gym, you send your kids to the gym. This is, you know what I mean? This is the origins of it. You understand? You know what I'm saying?
Athletes competed nude, a practice which was said to encourage aesthetic.
Come on, I think that's it. Come on.
What?
It's hard for me to say. It's a little hard to read.
Okay, appreciation of the male body, and to be a tribute to the gods. Okay, I got you. Gymnasia were under the protection and patronage of Hermes and in Athens.
This is how this is the people in Hercules. That's where they live. That's what they look up to. You know, that's their gods. You understand? They said, like, they competed nude. You understand? Like, they competed nude, man. You understand? Like, because it was the appreciation of the male body. But what's so gay about it is only men were allowed to go. Only men. You understand? Like, that's how super just homo that the Greeks were. You understand? Anything, you shouldn't want anything from a disgusting Greek, man. Like, from their culture is just all homo. You understand? Like, even with, like, I don't want to even be called romantic, because the word romantic just comes from Rome. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like you should want to eliminate yourself from anything that has anything to do with them. They disgusting, man. You understand? Like, that's how, like, in Mother's Day is a culture that started with them. We can get back to that, sir. I had to bring that up. I feel like we needed that.
History of Mother's Day. Celebrations of mothers and motherhood can be traced back to the ancient Greeks and Romans, who had festivals in honor of the mother goddess Rhea and Cybele. But the clearest modern precedent for Mother's Day is the early Christian festival known as Mothering Sunday.
Christian festival, man. Like, you know, Mothering Sunday. That's where it comes from. Like, this is your history of your Mother's Day. When you thinking, man, that's I'm doing right by my mother. It's Mother's Day. I'm getting my mother something. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking some gifts over there. You understand? When you halfway, a lot of brothers halfway even like their mothers. You understand? But it's Mother's Day. It's like they program soldiers. So they're like, yo, it's Mother. Like, the white man programs you into loving anything or appreciating anything, or just showing appreciation for anything. Like, you get programmed to do it, and you know what I mean? That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're told, hey, love your mother today. Show your mother some love. Shut up. I don't care what happened. Show your mother some love today. And that's what you do. You don't give a damn. You understand? And then sisters get so upset. Sisters get pissed off at the, you know what I mean, at their kid's father. You know what I mean? Like, when it's called, like, it ain't called Baby Mama's Day. It's called Mother's Day. Like, he obligated to get you something. Like, your kids should be getting you something. You know, you should just expect that from your kids. The son or the daughter showing love to the mother, not getting a babysitter for the goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can go out, go to, you know what I mean? Go get you a nice dinner with the all red on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done dressed up together. He went out and bought some, you know what I mean, some new clothes, new shoes, and got you all fresh, and y'all going out. You understand? Like that's what it is. That's what it become. But it started from, you know what I mean, the homosexuals in Greece and, you know what I mean, the Romans. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get it from. You understand? And we constantly want to give reverence to these holidays. Like, and all of these holidays do not, like, they're all on, like, these are all the oppressors honoring their gods and everything else that they believe in. And we go along looking stupid. We go along wanting to follow all of that. And then they kill our babies in the house. You understand? But you still want to you feel like you can't be a good person if you don't take part in none of this. You shun your family if they decide they don't want to take part in it. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like you downplay everything else in your life or everybody else in your life until it comes a time where it's like they supposed to be loved. You understand? Father's Day, Mother's Day. You understand? They supposed to be loved. Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, like everything, Christmas. You understand? You don't deal with your people until the white man say, hey, it's holiday time. It's time to spend some money on them people. It's time to show them that you love them. You understand? We gotta get the economy up. It's time to spend some money, y'all. The white man is so like they so clever that they make sure that they you know what I mean, funds are gonna be spent. People don't give a damn about no quarantine. They gonna still spend that money when these holidays run around. If this COVID-19, if the Most High allows this to still run around, you know what I mean, in till next February, till next March, every holiday in between that, people are still gonna celebrate. You still gonna go out and buy everything that you need to buy. You understand? And you're gonna post it. You understand? You're gonna post the pictures. You're gonna flood the stores, whatever stores it is open. Or you're gonna, you know what I mean, get online. And of course you gotta show it off because you don't give a damn about doing it for your kids. You're doing it for everybody else that's watching. That's what's that's where we go wrong at, man. But you know what I mean? Let me get let me get the rest of that, sir.
Once a major tradition in the United Kingdom and parts of Europe, this celebration fell on the fourth Sunday in Lent and was originally seen as a time when the faithful would return to their mother church.
To their mother church. To their mother church. Do you know what that means? Like, return to your mother church. What is your mother church?
The main church in the vicinity of their home for a special service.
You understand? Like, that's your mother church. So everybody's spread out and they went to different churches. You know what I'm saying? You don't go to your mother church no more. You probably like, you know, you got a church that's right probably on the corner. You understand? But as you got older, you got your old lady, she live on this side of town. You know, her start going to church that's right by that house. You know what I mean? Then your cousins, everybody moved out, you know what I mean, the neighborhood, and they start going to all these places. But this is your mother church. You understand? This is where you go at. Go ahead, sir.
Over time, the Mothering Sunday tradition shifted into a more secular holiday, and children will present their mothers with flowers and other tokens of appreciation. This custom eventually faded in popularity before merging with the American Mother's Day in the 1930s and 1940s.
You understand? And you drop that. Now, the thing is, like, you can read this. You can find this. Matter of fact, it got the matter of fact, it's the History Channel. You could just Google it. Just put it in. Just the origins of Mother's Day. You understand? Or put in, you know what I mean, Mother's Day 2020. It should be able to pop up. You can send this to your family. You understand? All the young men, the new brothers, you know what I mean, in school, you know what I mean, the new troopers, everybody that's fresh in it, you know what I'm saying? You can send this to your family. And I guarantee you, like, yo, they gonna look at it like, oh, hey, my God, here he go again. He's sending me something else, or she's sending me something else. Like, you know what I mean? People don't accept the fact that, people don't want to deal with the fact that you love them. You love just them. And you don't love everything that the oppressor has given you. You love just them. You understand? And it's crazy because we can't accept that. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Our families can't accept that. You understand? Let me get 1 John chapter 2, verse 15, sir. We can't accept that. And that, you know what I mean? That's what's so heartbreaking, because you forget, you know what I mean, that, like, and it's so, like, the whole term, what is it? A free thinker. You can be a free thinker just as long as you still participate in everything that the Most High, everything that the oppressor been telling you to do. As long as you participate in that and you still do everything that you're supposed to do. You understand? That's when it's acceptable. You understand? Oh yeah. That's it. 1 John.
1 John chapter 2 and 15.
Let me see it real quick. Let me see. Oh, man. Let me get it. That's 1 Peter.
Shit, 1 Peter.
No. That's where I was at. I got the wrong one. No, you too well. You can go ahead and bring it up.
Okay. The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world.
Say it again, sir.
Love not the world.
Love not the world, man. Love not the world. This is for everybody to say, you know what I mean? He so died for the world. But he telling us right here. What did he say, sir?
Love not the world.
Good.
Neither the things that are in the world.
Mother's Day, Father's Day, Thanksgiving, your birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, what else? Every holiday. 4th of July. That's what we got coming up now. 4th of July. You understand? 4th of July. Like, we look so crazy celebrating everything. But you look extra crazy. Even if you're a person in the world, you look extra crazy, extra stupid celebrating 4th of July. You out here, you got the, you know what I mean? You like, look, you barbecuing. Come on over here, you coming over? Yeah, boy, I'm over here. We got everybody. You cutting over here. Yeah, come on over here, boy. We got the drinks. Come on. You putting up a big celebration. Yeah, let's all come together for 4th of July. Let's show some love, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all got the fireworks going off. You done went to the store. You done went to the fireworks spot to get the nice fireworks. You look crazy, man. Like, it's crazy. It's like, for celebrating 4th of July, it's like that mother, Breonna Taylor mother, celebrating the birthday of one of them men that murdered her daughter. You understand? It's like that brother that got locked up for trying to defend his family and defend his woman and his life, celebrating their birthday. You understand? That's what it's like. You celebrating their victories, their love. Like, you celebrating, matter of fact, let's scratch that. Not a birthday. Celebrating them getting a promotion. You understand? Celebrating them getting a promotion. That's even better. I like that better. You celebrating their promotion on them getting a promotion. You understand? That's what it is. That's what celebrating 4th of July is like. You understand? These bastards murdered your family murdered your, you know what I mean, murdered your daughter, murdered your brother, murdered your woman, and you ought to celebrate. You understand? Like, that's what's disgusting. So is
1 John 2 verse 15. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him.
You understand? The love of the Father is not in you. If you love the world, you can't wait until these holidays come around. You understand? You got time off. Okay, I get it. Take your time off. Why the hell would you go to work? If you, take the time. But that don't mean you got to get out. You ain't got to drive across the city. You know what I mean? To get to a big cookout or something, you know what I'm saying? Because that's where everybody at. Celebrating, you understand? You got the fireworks and everything popping off. They're like, yeah, at night, you know what I mean? Around 8 o'clock, we're gonna watch the fireworks, you know what I'm saying? So come on up and get something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Your family make it sound all good. You're like, dang, that sounds alright. You know what I mean? Your cousins you ain't seen in a while gonna be there. Yo, he gonna be there too? Dang, that's my man. Yo, he gonna be there? I got to be there. Like, man, if you not strong enough if your family can't see you no other time, then maybe you just don't need to see them. If it's gonna cause you to go against God, maybe you just don't need to see them. You understand? Go ahead, son.
John. 1 John 2 and chapter 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh.
The lust of the flesh. The all that's in the world is naked wrestling and what does they do? Admiring the man's body and calling it, you know what I mean, and having a building for it and calling it a gymnasium. You understand? That's what's in the world. That's the lust that's in the world. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the lust of the eyes. Watching the men. Only men can be in the area. Only men can be in the gymnasium. You understand? Watching each other, admiring each other. You understand? That's what's in the world. A bunch of homo living. You understand? What's in the world is electing a president over top of you, electing a king over top of you, and him telling you that a change is going to come. A change is going to come. The world is going to be better. You understand? A change is going to come. Everything going to be better. Like for black people, it's going to get better. And you not knowing, you know what I mean, when he say black people, his only definition of black people is homosexual people. You understand? That's the new black. That's what he mean. You understand? That's the only, since Obama came and became president, you get shut, you gotta watch what you say about a homosexual. You can't, you know what I mean? You gotta watch your mouth. You understand? You can be on TV and, you know what I mean, a whole gay, what's that? Remember that? I don't know if you remember that, they had a whole gay, Jesus trying to come out on YouTube. Where they was you know what I mean? It was an Easter special. It was something. It was on, not YouTube, Netflix. It was supposed to have been a special. And he was gay. It was some extra gay name that I can't even remember. But it was but it was about to come out. Until people kept fighting, they kept saying stuff against it. They kept saying stuff against it. Nah, you can't do that. We don't want that. You know what I mean? All that, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it was about to come out. You know, every time that people come together, that's when they start making noise. Just like with them two pigs, you know what I mean? They getting that. Go ahead, sir.
And the pride of life.
And the pride of life. And the pride of life. Go ahead, sir.
Is not of the Father, but is of the world.
You understand? And the pride of life. Man, you out here, you pretty much making sure that you living good. You understand? That you'll turn your back on your people. You understand? You don't give a damn about your family or your brothers. You know what I mean? None of that. Long as your life is good, long as you know what I mean, you feeling like yo, I got pride. Like you ain't worried about pride of the Most High. You know what I mean? Keeping these scriptures. You know what I mean? Or keeping these laws. Like your pride is in your mind. That's your pride. That's all you worried about. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
1 John 2 and verse 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
You understand that? He abideth. He that abideth, you know what I mean, of the Most High, he'll live forever. But this world, everything in this world, everything that you think is something beautiful, it's gonna pass away. You understand? Like you think it's nice, like you thinking everything like the scenery and everything that you see, you thinking it's beautiful. It's gonna pass away. All that stuff is gonna be gone, man. Like all that stuff is gonna be gone. But you have to maintain your life. You have to maintain that you'll survive, that you'll be around. You understand? Like that's the only thing that's gonna save you. You understand? Like, and you will be destroyed with the world if you feel like I love the world. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that the oppressor builds, if you feel like I can't live without it, you understand? That's like you're gonna see how you'll be living without it. You understand? The Most High is gonna live without it. You understand? I mean, the Most High is gonna have you living without it. Or maybe you just won't be here. You won't be here living at all. You understand? You gotta fight. You understand? Like you gotta fight for that. You understand? No, man. Okay. Okay, little sis. But I think we finished that off. We finished that off, right? Yeah, where we at? Yeah, we
Verse
did.
17.
Did you do? You did 17. All right, we could drop that.
No.
Let me get Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. Like another thing is like, you know what I mean? We love everything America. We love America, everything. You know what I mean? Like you'll fight for America. I remember when I was young, I used to I ain't know no better. I'm talking about real young, watching wrestling. Every wrestler that came out, all of Edomites, you know what I mean? But when they come out and they fight a Russian dude or something like that, or Chinese, anybody else, you know what I mean? They be all in the audience like USA, USA. I'm in my room, you know what I mean? USA, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, America. They can't mess with us. You know what I'm saying? Like you fighting with them until you get older and you find out that America not for you. You understand? You got something to say? You got a question? How did he make the world? How did God make the world? All right, that's in Genesis. You want to jump into it?
Sure.
All right. What's that? Let's see, Genesis. Okay.
Genesis 1 and verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. You understand? He created the heaven, and you say the heavens, you're talking about just like the skies, like everything, and then the earth, you know what I mean? Just the earth, the round earth that you see, on the, like the globe right there that you see. You understand? Go ahead.
And the earth was without form and void.
All right, so it wasn't no form. It wasn't it wasn't. All right, so I shouldn't have said the circle yet. So because it wasn't without no form, it was this void. Like void means. Let me get the definition for void.
Answer the question directly.
All right. So it was out void.
Created you?
All right, so created, like everybody, like, all right, so it wasn't God himself that created the earth. When you get into, because you learning Hebrew now, you doing pretty good with it. When you learn about Hebrew, like you gotta understand when you read the Hebrew text, like aside from the King James version, Like the King James version is the closest you're gonna get to the Hebrew text. But when you read the Hebrew text, it's gonna be slightly different because all this God that you're reading, it's not actually God that's doing this. Like when it's saying God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. It's a little more like it's God. He sent the angels. The angels came down because like God is huge. Like he's big. Like God is. You know what I mean? The scriptures say that, you know what I mean, the earth is God's footstool. His footstool. So imagine like you got your feet down right there. So imagine you had a basketball under your feet. Like that's how the Most High, that's how the world is according, you know what I mean, according to the scriptures. And the Most High is like your size. You can think about it like that. Think about a little basketball that's right there, and you got your feet resting on it. So the Most High never came down to earth because he's large. He won't be on earth. So everything that was created on earth, the angels did it. Like he just gave the order. He said, "Look, I want to put some light right there, you know what I mean, and put some dirt right there." Just like if you wanted to make something. Say if you was in charge of a project at school, and you was told to create like the draw. Say you had to draw the teacher. So you're like, all right. So you in charge of the whole project, the group. So they're like, look. So you're like, all right, look, you do the purple. I want you to do all the purple because she got a purple dress on, and I want you to do all the yellow because they got some yellow inside her shirt or something like that, and you do all that. You control everything they doing. So you telling them, look, do that, you do that right there, you draw that part right there, you draw that part right there. So they gonna all do that, but you want to get the credit because you're in charge of it. You told everybody what to do. It wouldn't have been able to happen without the group leader, but you as the group leader. So that's what happened that's how the earth was created. That's how the world was created. The Most High said he put out the order and the order was carried out. You understand? You sure? Yeah. All right. Gotcha. I was waiting for her to come back in and try to get me. What was that?
Habakkuk.
Oh, 2 and 12, was it? Was it 12?
Habakkuk 2 and 12. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Go ahead, you can finish it.
And establish a city by iniquity.
So, you know what I mean? So, woe to them. This is America. This is America, people. You understand? Like, this is America that was built on the blood of our brothers and sisters, man. Like, first off, it was created off of the blood of Native Americans. You understand? The Native Americans, our Gadite brothers and sisters. And then once he got done with them, then he built it on the backs of us, Judah. Like, then it was built on our backs. We got in, you know what I mean? Like, all the horrific things that were done to us, the blood, it was built upon us, like, through sin and murder. You understand? Woe to him. You understand? Like, you want to celebrate everything inside this disgusting, like, this world is disgusting. And it's created, like, this city was created off of destruction, man. Like, off of destruction. And we want to follow right along and celebrate everything that come along with it, like Mother's Day. That was created by the Greeks and the Romans. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead, sis, you got a question? Who made God? She got some questions. It ain't in the scriptures. You understand? So that's the question that we can't answer right there. You understand? Like if it's in the scriptures and it can be described and it's, you know what I mean, in the most, and it needs to be explained, then it will be explained. But if it's not, you know what I mean, it's just one of the questions, you know what I mean, it's not necessary. Go ahead, sir.
The Most High is the Alpha and Omega. There was nobody before the Most High. So there's nobody to lay testimony to how he came about. He always was.
God.
He always was. So you can't, this is not a question that can be answered. He always was. There's nothing before him. There will never be anything after him. He is the Most High, the Alpha, the beginning, and the end, both at the same time. So we can't say, well, there was something before him. There was never anything before him. Sis. All right? You understand? He's the beginning. He was there the entire time. All right. All right, go ahead, please. That's a difficult question.
That's
a difficult question. And the only answer you can get is a difficult answer.
She full of them, I swear.
And that's what's up.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The knowledge of a child.
Cool, you got another one. Say it again.
How did God give power?
That's enough for you. That pretty much was answered in the first question. Like he said, the Most High was here before anything, and He's gonna be here after everything. So, like those questions, like to ask anything about maybe an origin story on God, is something that nobody can answer. Because He is the beginning of everything. You understand?
He created power. He is power.
There you go.
The very name of God means power. He is power. They call the Most High the terrible power. That's how our people described him in the past. The terrible power. His power is unlimited. Unlimited power. His power was the beginning. There is no end to his power. His power, he created power. He is power. So the question is kind of, how could we say this? It's kind of a question that you really can't answer, just like his origins, because there was nobody with him or before him. There's no answer to it but from him. You understand? So those questions are not something that can be answered by mere mortal. All right? If you say, where did his power come from? He is power.
Right.
He is power.
Right. So it didn't come from anywhere but him, because he is the power. All right? That's a difficult question, difficult answer. Go ahead. Yeah, it's just the one thing that you need to really understand. One thing, because you're young, you're gonna have questions like that. But once you get older and you get deeper into this truth and this understanding into the Bible, then you'll realize that those questions, and you are a child, so it doesn't matter. But you'll realize when you get older that they are childish questions, because you a child. You want to know the answers to certain things, because you're like, why, you know what I mean? Why is sour sour? You know what I mean? Why it tastes like that? Like, you want to know things like that. But you understand, like, when you'll get older and you'll realize that the only thing you need to really understand is to keep his laws, to make sure you do everything that God wants you to do, because no matter how he was created, or if, you know what I mean, if he didn't create, like whatever it is, the origins of him, just know that if you don't follow his laws, that you won't be anything. Like you'll be taken away just like that. You understand? He can destroy your soul and your body. You understand? So you gotta make sure that you have a healthy fear of God. Because like he said, he's a terrible God. He will destroy you, put you through hell. You understand? We all been going through hell. You understand? And just realize, because we've been going through that because we're disobedient. We do what we want to do. We don't obey the Most High. We don't obey his laws and what exactly we should be doing. And that's what keeps us in the position that we are. So once you realize that, you be like, yo, I just want to serve him. You understand?
Where you at, priest?
We can drop that. I wanted that part. I wanted the, you know what I mean? We can, matter of fact, let me get that from the top, son. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12.
Alright, got you. In the book of Habakkuk, in chapter 2 and verse 12, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood.
Woe to him. You understand? Woe to destruction to him that build a town with blood, man. Like you build a town with blood, like woe to you. Like you build a town with blood, and then we expect justice. We expect justice for Breonna Taylor. You understand? Like we expect justice for every black man that's been murdered. You understand? Like we expect that. We expect that to happen. Like that's not actual. You understand? Like you can't expect righteousness from the wicked. You understand? Like you'll just be going in circles. You understand? Vermont, can you got that? Let me get that. Hold your point real quick. I got something to get to you.
You can start from the top, though.
Nah, you can start from the top. Go ahead.
Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity.
You understand? So you pretty much you put together a town, a city with iniquity. You got disgusting. You got laws that you know what I mean, that go against the rights of a human. You understand? Like you build laws, you murder, and then you say it's good. You understand? You say that it's righteousness. You know what I mean? That it was like that needed to happen. That's the world that we live in. You understand? And then we get holidays that we supposed to celebrate.
You get the sister other question?
Nah, I was finishing this up.
You got another question? Get the sister question.
Go ahead, sister. Go ahead. Say it again. How he live on this earth this long? But he don't live on this earth. Go ahead, say it again. How God lived on this earth this long. Alright. But he don't live, like the Most High doesn't live on this earth.
I mean, like here a while.
How does it exist this long? That's what you're saying? Like how is he alive this long? As long as he's been alive?
Those are some beautiful questions, sister. Very intelligent. You know what? Most black people don't even consider how long the Most High has been here, how he came about, how his power came about, what power he has to create the life. How can something be so powerful like that? Most folks don't even consider, not even grown-ups. And the Most High finds it odd that most people don't even consider their creator. Most people turn their backs on their creator and never even consider his origins and to know about him and to get to know him and to ask questions like that. You know what? That's very intelligent and intuitive of you. And what I mean by intuitive, I mean by you want to know about the Most High. And that's what he wants. He wants his people to consider. He says we don't consider anything about him. And what you're doing is very intelligent. I love it. And I'm going to answer your question to the best of my ability. I can tell you this. The Most High power has never been on this earth. He has observed everything that has been going on this earth. He's never been here. What happens is he sends his angels to come and create. When he wanted to create the earth, he told his angels to create. They activated the atoms and they activated the molecules and they made the earth without form. They made a gaseous type of vapor that then came together and coalesced and into minerals and into molecules and into complex atoms and on until it made life. So the Most High is sitting in the heavens. He commands. Because he's so powerful, he commands. If you want a timeline on how long he's been, nobody can tell you that because nobody was before him or after him. Nobody can tell you actually how long he's been this power or where he got his power from. You know why? Because there's no power above him. All right? So your parents can tell me everything about you, right? The Most High has no parents. There is no parents above him. He was not born or not birthed. All right? His power just always have been. That's something that the mind cannot comprehend. But that's something that you in yourself want to know about the Most High. And that's beautiful, sis. That's beautiful. You keep asking those questions and you keep looking and trying to find out those questions. All right? You will get your answer. But questions like that, before any human interaction, before even human thought existed, the Most High existed. So these questions have to be asked and answered by the Most High. Keep wanting the answer. And you wait on it, it'll come to you. All right? All right. Go ahead, please.
One thing that, like I said before, that you should know. Let me get Amos chapter 3, verse 1. It's like a piece of what's gonna help you out. Like just know, come on, I'm saying. You should want to know those questions, but this right here is something that you should want to know those answers about it. But this right here is gonna help you out too. You know what I mean? For the right now. Because I don't know what century or whenever you might find out the answer to that. But here's some stuff that you should know now. You got that for me, sir?
Good. You said Amos 3 and 1?
Come on.
All right. The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Most High has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
You understand now? This is, you know, like you already know that we Israel, right? So this is the Most High telling us, you know what I mean? Look, I brought y'all up from Egypt, which is bondage. You understand? Which is that's Greek, right? Greek for bondage. You understand? This is him saying, I brought y'all up from this. You understand? Like this is something big in the world. Like it was real large, big in the world for a long time. Everybody knew. Like, oh, that's what he did. This was like what he was, this is a big thing that, you know what I mean, he was known for. When people thought about messing with us, they thought about, you know what I mean, how our power brought us up from Egypt, got us out of that slavery. Where is that?
In verse 2, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
You only have I known. You understand? Like he's saying, you only have I known. And when he say you only have I known, he knows everybody. But he don't know them. Like he knows us. He only cares about us. He's saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. So he's saying like, look, y'all the ones I care about the most. Out of every other family, when they say family, it's talking about us Israel. Like we're all Israel. Like we're all family. You understand? Like we're all brothers, sisters. We're all family. Go ahead, sir. Therefore,
I will punish you for all your iniquities.
I will punish you for all your iniquities. You understand? Like he's saying, I will punish you. So when you feel like things are getting bad, when I said we going through hell, we go through hell. We going through hell because of our iniquities. And our iniquities are pretty much a sin. Like when we commit a sin, that's an iniquity. We going against God. So we said when you go against me, I'm gonna punish you for all of your iniquities. Like, yeah, everybody else, they can get punished, whatever, from time to time, for whatever. But I'm only worried about if you sin. You're my people. You're the ones I care about. So if you know what I mean, like you're the people that's supposed to be the top, like you're the top people on the earth. So I'm gonna punish you for all of your iniquities. You understand? Like, so that's what he said. Like that's important to know, is that you gotta follow God's laws, because you can be told how important you are, but once things start going bad for you, you might feel like, man, it's crazy, man. My father told me that I was one of the most important people on the earth. Why this act happening to me like this? Why I can't get this? You understand? Because then you gotta think about it. Am I doing something that God told me not to do? That's when you gotta think about that real heavy, to know that, you know what I mean, if you deserve good things, or if you deserve to be punished. Go ahead, another question though. You had a question?
How do I put this stuff in our head?
Say it again.
How do I put this stuff in our head?
Put itself in our head. You gotta put God. You gotta allow him in your head. Like you gotta know your power. So as long as you doing right, either you gonna have God in your head, like, you know what I mean, you can have good spirits, or you can have angels, you know what I mean, just you can have a good spirit in your head, or you can have demons in your head that's gonna take over. As long as and it all goes back to committing iniquities, like I said, which is committing a sin. That depends, like that is what's gonna tell you that'll determine if you got a good spirit in your head or you got a bad one. Like if you're not following God's laws, then you get a demon. It's easy for a demon to get inside you and make you want to do bad things. Like a demon inside you will make you want to be like, you know what I mean? Make you want to lie to your father. You understand? Like that's a demon because it wants you to be bad. You understand? But once you start doing right by God, then you'll hear good things in your head. You'll be like, you know what I mean? You'll always be told to do the right thing. Like anybody that tells you to go against God or to do anything, commit an iniquity, that person is telling you to go ahead and sin. And you gotta make sure that doesn't happen. Because then you'll be going against your father and you'll be going against God. So God being in your head is just, it's really up to you. But that's God. God can do anything he wants. You know what I'm saying? He can send an angel at any time. And just know that an angel it's just a messenger. So just know that there are good and bad angels. So just because you got an angel that, you know what I mean, talking to you, don't feel like it's an angel, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Of course you would never know. But you know what I mean? Only way you'll know is depending on what it tells you to do. If you're being told to do something wrong, that's how you know it's not a good angel. If you're not told to do anything that goes against God, then you already know. That's how you can tell, you know what I mean, good from bad. Did that help you out? So I don't understand what are you looking for? You don't know.
Let's go. Go ahead.
Alright, where we at? We could drop that. Let me get where I'm at. I had something else I wanted to bring out, didn't I? No, we got time.
You had 8:38.
8:38. Alright. We did Mother's Day. Alright, let me get the border drowning.
The what?
The father and daughter drowning. It should be up in one of them tabs.
That was a minute ago.
I think it was. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. You said, hold on, yeah, alright, go ahead, sister. Why you put us in hell? Alright.
I know that's right.
You're like, damn, I look good. You don't look good? I gotta be in hell. Alright. Being in hell that's a state of mind. Like whatever your hell is, like it can be, a hell is just a bad situation that you're in. And you always got the power to get out of that hell by turning to the Most High. Like you could be in a hell. There's a hell. I mean, you can be in a heaven state, or you can be in a hell type state. You know what I mean? Like it's according to what's good, what's real good, or what's real bad to you. Like hell is just a state of mind. You understand?
State of existence.
A state of existence. It's a state of existence. That's what it is. You know what I mean? On the earth. So like you're gonna play it out on earth. Like you're not going. It's nothing. All right. So do you think that there's a place that you go to when you die? That's the hell. Like underground with the devil and all that. All right. That's what's up. That's good. All right. So yeah. So you definitely understand. So yeah. Like it's like officer said. Like it's a state of mind. I mean, it's a state of existence. That's played out on earth. It's played out on earth. Everything that you're feeling is played out on earth. You're gonna deal with that on earth, and it depends on if you good or you bad. It's just like being punished. It's like if you act bad in school, you know what I mean, or say if you, you know what I mean, you do something bad with your father and you get punished for it, he's gonna punish you. You know what I mean? And that punishment is something that you deserve because you did something wrong. That's all it is. You understand? So, punished as a nation. Punished as the nation. The why. That we definitely get punished as a nation. But I'm talking about her. Well, you did say why we, right? Okay, all right. So yeah, definitely. We get punished as a nation. That's why we need everybody to come together. Like if you ever see any cartoon that you watch that everybody got, I don't know what little girl show that you might watch that the superheroes they might gotta come together. I don't know those little boy shows. I'm thinking about Voltron or Power Rangers or something like that. But everybody gotta come in. Huh? Oh, she watched that? Oh, every like Power Rangers or something like that. When they all gotta come together, and then they, you know what I mean. That's when they destroy the bad guys. Like we all gotta come together in a punishment. Just like we all gotta come together in order to get out of this punishment. You understand? Like that's why we need everybody to come together. Make the hands, the fingers, you know what I mean, the wrist, the arm, the legs, form all that together. And then, you know what I mean, we be one body. You understand? Like that's what we need to happen for us to get out of this house. That's why we need everybody to come. Like that's why we out here pushing every day. Everybody come together, man. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody stop sinning. Stop doing the stuff that you're doing. In order so we, you know what I mean, so we can rise above all this God.
I got the story for you.
Yeah, let me get that.
Valeria was a cheery child, not even 2 years old. She loved to dance, play with her stuffed animals, and brush her family members' hair.
Can you start it from the top part before the picture?
The father and the daughter who drowned at the border were desperate for a better life, family says.
They were desperate for a better life, man. Like they were trying to get away for a better life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to get too much. We can get into the story. I don't want to give away. Let me see. Yeah, we can go ahead and start right there. So, where you was at? Like the picture, man. This picture itself, man. Like it's so heartbreaking, man. Like, and this story it's fairly old. This was June 26th, 2019. You understand? This is last year. Like, and it's heartbreaking, man. Like with these devils, like with this devil, you know what I mean? The president of the United States, man. Like how he's stopping them. You know what I mean? Stopping our brothers and sisters from being able to come over. You know what I mean? Like he like, you know what I mean? Talking about a wall and all that. Like it's the struck. Like you can go ahead, sir. Hold on, Salaki, sir. One second. Go ahead, sis.
I feel like it's not fair when we're in hell.
Why isn't it fair when we're in hell? That'll go against it being hell. Like hell is just bad all around. You know what I mean? Like it's just your living conditions are bad. Like that's the point of it. That's the punishment. You understand? Just like I said, like a punishment. When you get punished by your father, it's supposed to be bad. It's not supposed to be fun, or else you won't learn your lesson. You'll just keep on being bad. Go ahead,
Come. Valeria was a cheery child, not even 2 years old. She loved to dance, play with her stuffed animals, and brush her family members' hair. Her father, Oscar Alberto Martinez Ramirez, was stellar, nearly always working. He sold his motorcycle and borrowed money to move his family from El Salvador to the United States. Martinez and his wife, Tania Vanessa Alvelos, wanted to save up for a home there. They wanted safety, opportunity. They wanted a better future for their girl. Maria Estela Alvelos, Vanessa's mother, told the Washington Post. They traveled more than 1,000 miles seeking it. Once in the United States, they planned to ask for asylum, for refuge from the violence that drives many Central American migrants from their home countries every day. But the forest the family got was an international bridge at Matamoros, Mexico. On Sunday, they were told the bridge was closed and that they should return Monday. Aid workers told the Post the line to get across the bridge was hundreds long. The young family was desperate, standing on the Mexican side of the Rio Grande. America looked within reach. Martinez and Valeria wanted it. But before they all made it to the other side, to Brownsville, Texas, the river waters pulled the 25-year-old and his daughter under and swept them away. You want to play the video?
Live. You don't gotta play this video.
The next day, a photo of their bodies among mangled reeds, locked in a final embrace, was published by the Mexican newspaper La Jornada and later by the Associated Press, shocking the world with a viscerally clear moment of desperation, reminiscent of a 2015 photograph showing a 3-year-old Syrian boy who lay drowned on a calm Mediterranean shore. Martinez and Valeria were met by twin disasters. Fast-moving waters and an asylum system unprepared for the crash of Central Americans fleeing crime and poverty. As the image rocketed across social media, it became a symbol of the large-scale humanitarian crisis at the border and, for some, a condemnation of the Trump administration's restrictive immigration policies. One of those policies, the U.S. custom practices known as metering, has drastically reduced the number of migrants allowed to request asylum each day.
We good with that. We good. This story right here, I had to bring this one out because, like, it's so hard to, you know what I mean? Like, we deal with a lot. You got a question? Go ahead. What we got? 10 minutes? Go ahead, sis. You good.
If God comes down here, the earth will crash.
Will it crash? They will definitely crush, but he won't be able. He not even come down, make it down. Cause remember, like I told you, the earth is his footstool, so he can definitely. He won't be down here. It will just crush. Maybe a foot. Come. Might be just a foot. You understand? Maybe a toe or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how large. Like I said, the earth is his footstool. So it definitely is. That's all you can get. You good? Damn, I forgot what I was going to go ahead with. Slide.
We just finished up with the story.
Come on. We go ahead. We can finish up. I think you almost done with it.
We finished up with the story. The drowning. Do you have a scripture or something?
Did. One second. All right, let me get Revelations 18:4. Let me finish up with that.
Okay. In the book of Revelations.
Hold on, Salai. Go ahead.
We get them after class. You only got about 5 minutes.
All right.
So go ahead and
we got
finish up. Revelations 18 and what was it?
18:4.
In the book of Revelations. In the book of Revelations 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
You understand? This is pretty much this is a revelation. You understand? This is something to be revealed. Let's say, you know what I mean? And I heard another voice come from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people. Who was the her? The her is America. You know what I'm saying? Babylon, this whore that we in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's saying, you know what I mean? Come out of her, my people, and be not partakers in her sin. That's why we need to destroy everything that America stands for. Like we need to be against everything that America stands for. We need to be against every so-called holiday. We need to be against Mother's Day. We need to be against Father's Day. We need to be against, you know what I mean, every 4th of July, all 4th of July, every holiday in between that, you know what I mean, black people gonna still go out of their way to make sure they celebrate during, you know what I mean, during the COVID, you know what I mean, with layoffs and everything. We still gonna make sure that we have parties and then blame our kids and say that's the reason why we're doing it. You understand? Be not partakers in her sins. Don't partake in her sins. Like, don't be a part of it, man. Like, don't be a partaker in her sins. You understand? You understand? And that ye receive not of her plagues. Her plagues. You know what I mean? We the number one. Like, we got the highest rate of victims of the COVID-19. And the reason why, because we partakers in her sins. You understand? So we're going to receive the same. We're going to receive these plagues that's coming upon Christ. I mean, coming for America. You understand? But we gotta look at stories like, you know what I mean, this brother and this sister that was, you know what I mean, that lost their lives because of the wickedness of America, man. Because of the iniquities that take place. that we take part in. You understand? Come up out of that. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? That we need to do. But with that, I pass the class over to Precinct Officer Kawan. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, like I said, we gotta destroy every way that we think about, that we think is something good. You know what I'm saying? Like every time, look up, just do your due diligence, man. Like think about your kids. Everybody say I still do holidays and Christmas and all that because of my kids. Think about your kids, man. Like think about like really looking. Don't be lazy and be like, you know what I mean? I'm not doing all that. My kids want to have fun. They want some toys. They want some video games and some clothes. I'm gonna just go ahead and get that for them because life is hard enough. Let them enjoy their Christmas. Once you be that disgusting, man, like not to care about your kids' future and to put everything on your kids. Like even like it's a bunch of adults that don't even believe, like that don't believe that they should be celebrating Christmas. But they'll tell you, I still do it because the kids love it. They love it. You know what I mean? That's why I do it. And that's how silly our minds are. That's the how we pretty much we rationalize things and make it to where as though it's acceptable when it's not acceptable to the Most High. You understand? Like we're gonna be punished, and we're gonna be in that state of hell. You understand? We're gonna be in that state of hell right here on earth, going through hell, and we're gonna be asking questions. We're gonna be asking why, wondering why we going through it when the answers are right inside the Bible. You understand? That's what it is. With that, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, Israel.
About to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a two-edged sword with a
nobody tell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. And it works.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues. Call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bag.